Welcome to the Advanced Hobby Lab. Today I'm going to be doing an unboxing and review of the HyperX QuadCast USB microphone. I already picked one up off Amazon, so let's get started. So this is the box it comes in. It looks pretty nice. I feel like it's a good quality, has a bit of a shiny reflection to it. Looking at the box a little bit closer, you can see it has a 2-year warranty. It says designed for streaming, which is exactly what I'm going to use it for. So this is fantastic. Going down the box, you see it has an anti-vibration shock mount, a tap to mute sensor, and 4 polar patterns, which is nice. I'm probably only going to use 1 polar pattern, but it's nice that they have 4, so I have options. It won a design award in 2019. It says it's certified for Discord, TeamSpeak, and OBS Studio, which is nice. At the bottom, I find this interesting. You see it says the platforms that it supports. So you see tick marks for PC, Mac, PS5, PS4. Under here, you see a strip of black tape, which I find interesting. I don't normally see that in boxes. But if you peel it back a little bit, you see it says Xbox. So one thing to note about this is it does not support Xbox. Or more precisely, it appears that Xbox does not support USB microphones. So I don't think there's much that HyperX could have done. This seems to be an Xbox side issue. I think there's workarounds that you can find to get a USB mic to work with Xbox, but that's outside the scope of this unboxing. So when I go over to the side, you can see it relabels some of the features: the anti-vibration shock mount, the tap to mute sensor, 4 polar patterns. Down here, you see it actually listing the polar patterns that it supports. So you have stereo, omnidirectional, cardioid, and bidirectional. On the back, you see it lists some of the features in multiple languages. So you see the tap to mute sensor, the internal pop filter, gain control adjustment. At the bottom, you see the package contents. You see a microphone, obviously, USB cable, mount adapter, and a quick start guide. On the other side, you see it says it has support for TeamSpeak, Discord, Skype, OBS, and XSplit. Okay, that's nice. It also mentions it has support for a USB cable and the mount adapter. USB cable looks like it's marked for 2 meters. All right, let's open it up. All right, so we got some product information. Here's the quick start guide. Some more product notices. Okay, so the mic comes in a nice hard plastic enclosure. So take it off. Requires a little bit of pressure. So here we got our mini USB cable, our mounting adapter, and of course, the microphone already on its desk stand. So here I got the mic out on my desk. You can see it has the tap to mute button on top, the gain control on the bottom. In the back, we have the polar pattern knob. You can see we have the mini USB and even a headphone jack. So the mount has a hole in the back so you can route your cables for your USB and headphone jack. So far, my reactions are pretty positive. This looks like a nice high quality mic. The mic itself seems to have a metal casing around it, which is nice. Feels very durable, very reliable. The touch to mute button seems to have a rubberized plastic button, which is nice and soft. It seems to be the same for the bottom gain knob. The stand feels very nice. It feels very heavy. I don't worry about the mic just falling over, so I think that's going to be very reliable. However, the shock mount seems to be made out of just plastic. I don't know if that has any effect on the actual quality, but I just want to point that out. That seems to be just plastic. I think the next step is to just test it out, see what our audio quality is like. So setup for this was a breeze. It was just plug and play. I connected the USB to the microphone and the other end to my computer, and it just worked. Now this microphone doesn't explicitly state that it's for Linux, but right now I am using OBS on my Linux machine and it works just fine. OBS even automatically recognizes this as the HyperX QuadCast microphone. So it's very easy setup, very easy to use, and so far it sounds great. So right now I am using this HyperX microphone for the audio for this video. Throughout this video, I am going to be switching between this microphone and my old microphone. Please leave a comment down below to let me know which microphone you think I should continue to use for my YouTube channel. I love the tap to mute feature on this. You simply tap it to mute it, and then tap it again to unmute it. And it uses the LEDs to indicate whether or not it's muted. It makes it very intuitive to use. However, I did notice one issue with this. Regardless of its mute status, if you unplug and replug your microphone in, it will always come in as unmuted. So you can see right now, if I mute it, go over to my computer, unplug it, plug it back in, it's now unmuted. So this seems to happen every time the microphone becomes unpowered. So this might even affect every time your computer goes to sleep. When it comes back up, your microphone might turn on. So this may or may not be an issue for you depending on how you use your microphone. I prefer the setup in a lot of gaming microphones where they have an automatic muting feature. So as soon as you drop the mic, it becomes unmuted, and when you lift it back up, it's muted again. This means if I leave the mic boom up, it will always be muted. So as soon as I put it on my headset, I know the mic is already muted. I can then choose when I want to unmute it. So we can also test the gain knob. Right now it's at roughly its lowest setting. I can increase the volume until I get up to the highest setting, and then I can go back down to the lowest setting. I also wanted to test out the anti-vibration shock mount. This should reduce noise coming from any vibrations that might occur if you drop something on your desk or type on the keyboard. Let's test it out. Right now it's about 1.5 feet away from my mouth. I think the sound quality is pretty decent. It's supposed to have a pop filter that reduces any plosive sounds, your P's, your B's, and so forth. We can test it out right now. Peter Piper picked a pack of pickled peppers. Peter Piper picked a pack of pickled peppers. If this was closer to my mouth, I want to see how that sounds. Peter Piper picked a pack of pickled peppers. Peter Piper picked a pack of pickled peppers. We could also test wind noise. So if I blow on it, do I hear wind? So this microphone isn't really designed to be used outdoors, so it doesn't really need much of a wind filter. But if you have a desk fan, there might be a breeze in your office. So it's good to test out. So one last thing I want to look at is the mount adapter. So in order to install this, you unscrew this knob here. It has a hex nut on the other end. Pull that out. The mic then becomes loose from the stand. I can align the adapter. Put the hex nut back in. And then screw in the locking nut. So there. Now I can go and mount this to a boom arm. So overall, I really like this microphone. I think the sound quality is fantastic. The tap to mute feature is handy. The gain knob is convenient. This could use a better pop filter. Plosives seemed to be okay as long as the mic was far enough away from my mouth. However, wind noise was horrible, so this definitely can't be used outside or underneath an AC vent or near any kind of fans. Other than that, I really liked it. I think there are third-party windscreens I could get. I could also get an extra pop filter to try to improve the sound quality a little bit. But overall, I'm very pleased with this microphone. Please leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think. I definitely think I'm going to start using this mic more in my YouTube channel for my future robotics and build videos. If you found this content helpful, be sure to give me a like. And thanks for watching.